Convention of States President Mark Meckler published an op-ed in the Washington Times calling out establishment media for lying to the American people. He also appeared on Chris Salcato's Newsmax show to spread the word about the solution that's as big as the DC problem.
From the intel agencies to Congress to DHS to HHS to IRS and other three-letter agencies, this government is too big and can't be given proper oversight by elected members of Congress. The states must step in, yes?
We can literally do away with a lot of those three-letter agencies who are talking about, the EPA, the IRS, the DOJ, or the FBI. We can do away with or limit the power of these agencies by calling a convention.
Keep us posted. We're going to have you on a lot more, along with some reps from the state.
Not long after Texas Congressman Chip Roy called on Congress to invoke the 25th Amendment, he appeared on a recent episode of the Daily Wire's podcast, The Morning Wire, in which he blasted a controversial new proposal for including women in the draft and urged the states to call an Article 5 convention and deal with Washington overreach.
In order to change it, which was your question, you have to force it. The American people will have to force it, either through something like an Article 5 convention of the states, or you're going to have to force your member of Congress. So if you want to fix it, constrain spending, stop endless wars, get our military focused on what it's supposed to be focused on, cut the bureaucracy across the board and cut the regulations and the bureaucrats enforcing it, and get healthcare prices down.
On June 24th, approximately 70 team members attended a rally to call on New Jersey legislators to pass the Convention of States Action Resolution. The rally featured inspiring speakers from among our supporters in the legislature, including Assemblyman Eric Peterson, Assemblyman Robert Oth, and Senator Carmen Amado Jr. The keynote speaker was COS Senior Advisor and former U.S. Senator Rick Santorum. Last year, Convention of States announced a partnership with Patriot Mobile. When you switch carriers to Patriot Mobile, your dollars will not only add up for Patriot Mobile, but for other groups that work for your values.
And you need to sign up today for great service, great pricing, and a company that shares your values. Go to patriotmobile.com and you can use Patriot COS as a special code. They'll waive all of your activation fees and all that stuff.
In a recent contest for the best letters to the editor, our writers carefully selected 3 exceptional winners from the impressive pool of entries: Dallas Zimmerman, Garrett Ringler, and Andrew Shooks. We now invite you to join us for Phase 2 of this contest, in spreading their impactful words nationwide. From now until the end of August, we call upon each state team to publish as many letters to the editor as possible in your local news outlets. You can utilize our Phase 1 winners as templates, or create entirely original pieces. To learn more, visit conventionofstates.com/letters contest. The Michigan State Senate passed a resolution which declares the week of June 23rd as Grassroots Week in Michigan.
The Michigan Senate issued a special proclamation. They voted to congratulate the grassroots. And we think more legislatures in this country, in the states across the country, should do this because the grassroots are really what make America great. So to our grassroots family in Michigan, congratulations from National.
Here are a few recent snapshots from grassroots events going on around the country, including Utah, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, and New Jersey. Thanks to their tireless work, the Convention of States movement recently surpassed 2.6 million petition signatures. July 4th marked the 248th year of American independence. To help us celebrate, none other than Ben Franklin joined this month's edition of COS at Home. Check out that timely performance by visiting conventionofstates.com/at-home. We must remember that our heritage is a great blessing from God Almighty. Duty is ours. We stand in the shadow of giants. Let's act worthy of them.
We are the heirs of that first revolution. Ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
To do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
Let the word go forth that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure, I will fight cheerfully, and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone.
We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
And now, you're up to date with Convention of States.
What do